I want to take some time out right here and honor the late great Mr. Brandon Flood. Let me pull this up here. Um, he was a real life hero for sure. He was a guy that uh, really fought for the people. Uh, I mean, I just can't say enough about this guy. Like you see it right there, he was on the board of pardons. He was a PA board of pardons secretary. And he helped make the decisions. For anybody that has a criminal record, you want to listen up to this. He helped make the decision. If you wanted to get a felony off your record, clean your record up, he helped make the decision to make that happen through the governor. And he could have just stayed in that job. He was making plenty of money, living a good life. Same as like Dr. Martin Luther King. You know, he didn't have to get into the struggle like that. He could have just stayed, got a big time job somewhere, stayed there. But like Dr. King, this man, he wanted to join the fight. And he wanted to help people get out of this situation. That's a real rebirth. When you have a record and you got a pathway to get that record cleared, that's a rebirth, man. You know, when you can start over like that. And this brother left his job, his cushy, guaranteed, safe, comfortable job to start his own firm called the Lazerus Project. This is a point where I would meet Mr. Flood, and he would begin to start the process of helping me in my own journey. You know, it was because of him and his belief in me and just awakening, because I'll be honest, I have a record. And to think that I could one day not have a record was a thought that never had even occurred to me until I met Mr. Flood. And when he opened that in my mind, just that idea, it really birthed a lot of different things. After that, I would go on to jump into college. I never even thought about this before. I jumped into college. I'm now pursuing my master's. I jumped into college. I launched a nonprofit called God's Chosen Ones, where we were able to go into the prisons and get people out, give people a place to go. We worked with a lot of homeless, a lot of veterans, a lot of people in recovery. And all of that came because I met this man. And the ripple effect of that is still happening today. He passed away recently. And the ripple effect of our meeting is still spreading as I make this content and go on to do different things. Before he left this world, he was able to give me a blueprint, so to speak. Each step that one must take to get your record clear, to get felonies removed from your record. And that's something real. You know, you could pray for somebody and you can do all of this, but this man offered a real solution. And not to say prayer isn't real, but this was a tangible pathway that this man offered to really help get your life back on track. And my thing is that that's one of the secrets to recovery. You know, if you can get on a pathway towards really doing something big like that and getting your record cleared and everything that would come with that, man, you know, it's just so powerful, you know. And this man was willing to do this for anybody who asked. And he didn't ask you for money up front. He would tell you how to at least get started. And man really just cared about the people, you know. And this one really hurt me because it was a real mentor of mine, somebody that I really looked up to, somebody that I really, you know, he's younger than me. And he had accomplished so much, whereas I'm like the complete opposite of this guy. You know, I didn't do anything with my life, but when our lives intersected, me along with many countless others, when your life intersected with this man, it just sent you had no option but to go on a different path. And we really lost a true hero, you know. And I just want to, you know, say my condolences to the family, everybody that loved this man and was affected, touched by this man. This was a real hero, you know. And the unfortunate part is those that really help people in this world and they're not concerned about profit. Those people are the ones, unfortunately, that get forgotten about. It's the people who seek out fame, the people who want to be noticed, the people who want recognition, money. Those are the people that we celebrate in this world. Those are the people that'll get recognition. But thanks to brothers like this and people like this in general, we still have hope in this world. So thank you, Mr. Brandon Flood. I'm sorry sorry we couldn't talk more. I wish I could have had more time with you, but that's always the wish, right? Well, that's going to be it, man. I'm going to sign off with that one. Secrets to Recovery.